If you're not bullish enough, you need to watch the video until the end, because exactly 4 days ago I told you that the bottom is in, and I got a lot of hate in the comments saying that I'm delusional and that this is not going to be the bottom and that we're going to see lower prices for the overall crypto market. But guys, I think the overall market is extremely wrong, because we had this major turnaround point and the overall sentiment that we can see in the total crypto market has never been better. And we're going to look at all of these facts, because now is really the time to get in all of these altcoins and to stack sats, because on the daily bubbles we can see that all of these coins like Ray, Tia, Drift, Casper, Sui, Beam, Stacks, GRT, they saw a major pump. And yes, this is just in the last 24 hours. Maybe your portfolio is down 20 or even 30 or even 40%, but who cares if we're going to see these major pumps towards the upside. And this is only going to be the beginning, because yes, on the price movement of Solana 4 days ago, I published this video exactly here. And yes guys, once again, this was exactly the bottom, because I told you all these major institutions, states, or even major corporations, they're accumulating Bitcoin. And we're going to look at the very interesting chart, because remember, we saw that major shit coins like XRP saw a major push towards the upside. Yes, this was hype driven, that XRP saw this major pump towards the upside, all the way from the bottom here all the way to the swing high. This was a pump of 443%, and all the way to the new all-time high. This was a pump of $545. Did I buy XRP? No, I absolutely hate XRP, but my message is ultimately here. All of these major coins like Ondo, Solana, they're going to make the same price movement like XRP. Yes guys, we could expect this major pump for the overall crypto market. And if you're not bullish enough, you need to watch the video until the end, because we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin. We're also going to look at some overall bullish sentiment, but most importantly guys, we're going to look at some trades that we opened in my free signal group. So if you're not in my free signal group, make sure to go down in the video description below, sign up to my free Telegram group, but most importantly guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And before we're going to go over to the charts, first of all, I want to thank all the new subscribers, because my channel has been growing exponentially, and I welcome all the new subscribers. Hopefully you in my free Telegram group, where I keep you up to date what is happening in the overall crypto market. So let's go right away over to the charts. And yes, we're going to start with Bitcoin on the daily chart, because exactly here I told you that this is going to be maximum pain. This worst case scenario at 90,000 US dollars, we got this wick towards the downside, because yes, can you remember where the price movement was exactly here? I told you that Bitcoin doesn't like these V-shaped recoveries, that the price movement comes down, forms a low and pumps all the way back up, forming this major V. Bitcoin likes these double bottoms and this W formation as an indication that the overall trend has turned around. And yes guys, we saw this major pump, formed a new all-time high, and now we have formed this double bottom. Yes, on the daily chart we can see that this is extremely bullish, and if the price movement of Bitcoin is going to break this psychological level, the 100,000 US dollars, we could expect this major pump all the way to my target at 114,000. Because yes, I updated you over on X that I could expect that the price movement is going to turn around exactly here, and this was exactly 2 days ago, where the price movement was all the way at the 100 moving average, this yellow line exactly at the levels of 95,500 US dollars. Yes guys, I posted, save this post, the bottom is in, and exactly that happened guys. We saw that the price movement perfectly held the 100 moving average. We came all the way back down to test this upward sloping trend. So this is extremely bullish. First of all, that the price movement is above the 100 moving average on the daily chart, that we can see that the candles closed above this major trend line, and ultimately guys, this double bottom on the daily chart, this marks the bottom, and that we could expect this major pump. Because yes, on the 4-hour chart we can see we had this major retracement. We closed above the 61.8 all the way from the swing low all the way to the swing high, the local high, all the way at the levels of 102,000, where we got this major rejection close to this 100 moving average on the 4-hour chart. But ultimately guys, this is extremely bullish. The price movement is coiling up forming this double bottom with this higher low on the 4-hour chart exactly here, and we can see the 13 moving average is exactly at these levels at the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. So ultimately guys, the next major resistance is going to be the 100,000 US dollars, once again perfectly lining up with this yellow line being the 100 daily moving average. So the price movement over the previous 100 days. Once we're going to break this level, we're going to see this fast move all the way to the major target of 107,000. If we're going to break out from this major range and form a new all-time high, this is going to be at the level of 114,000. We are seeing corporations, states, countries, and even pension funds are accumulating Bitcoin. Once we're going to see the National Reserve from the United States accumulating Bitcoin, we could expect this major pump. But before we're going to go over to the news, guys, if you want to trade all of these moves, make sure to be in my free signal group where I post all of my signal trades, because ultimately guys, we're in a trade on SUI, we are up 43%. We are also in a trade on Injective, at the moment up 8%. On Pendle, we saw a major push, and we also took some profits all the way at the swing high, because we saw this major pump towards the upside for Pendle, and we took profits exactly at the top. We're still in a trade on Solana, SUI up 43%, and also Ondo up 33%. And yes guys, you can trade all of these moves without any KYC over on BloFin. But if you want to trade over on Phemex, yes guys, you can open all of your trades on Phemex and receive a major deposit bonus. Here I'm also in a trade on Ondo. I already realized some profits. My stop loss is already in profit. So ultimately guys, if we're going to see the small consolidation and this turnaround and the break of this trend line, we could expect a major pump towards the upside for the overall crypto market. Just as for SUI, the price movement of SUI reached this major high, and now we're seeing a consolidation, and as soon as we're going to break this major trend line towards the upside, we could expect a continuation for the overall crypto market, because yes, on the daily bubbles we can see that the overall market is turning around, especially these altcoins. So let's go over to the bullish factors, the news which we can see in the overall markets at the moment, and we're going to start with the first post from Red Capital showing the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 12-month chart. So this means that each and every candlestick represents 1 year. And in the year 2013, we saw this major pump, and the second year we saw a consolidation. We reached the bottom in the third year and a major pump exactly here, breaking the previous all-time high with this major candle towards the upside. Once again, the year after, we saw a consolidation. The third candle was forming a bottom in the year 2019. Then we saw this major pump, first stage of the bull market, and this next major parabolic run towards the upside, which marked the cycle top in the year 2021. Then we saw the bear market being the second year, a consolidation. We formed the bottom, we saw this first stage of the bull market, and yes guys, we are exactly here, and this candle is going to close at the end of the year. So yes, if we're going to look at this chart, you don't need any words. This looks extremely bullish, because ultimately guys, even if this next candle, this yearly candle, is going to be the height of this candle in the previous cycle, we could expect that Bitcoin is at least going to reach the 200 to 300,000 US dollars within this bull cycle. And yes guys, we're going to go over to the next news, because if we're going to compare the Bitcoin cycle bottoms with the current cycle, we can see that this blue line is the year 2017, which I'm comparing the current cycle that we are in, because ultimately guys, this was the first wave of adoption where a lot of people entered the crypto market in the year 2017. And yes guys, this time we're having major institutions. In this black line, this is the current price movement of Bitcoin. So yes, if we're just going to reach a medium height in between the previous cycle and the cycle 2017, we could expect that Bitcoin is going to reach the levels of 250 to 300,000. So this means you're easily going to make 100 to 300x on your investment if you're just going to invest in Bitcoin. Because ultimately guys, the window of opportunity is about to close, because Florida is about to buy up to 1.5 billion in Bitcoin if the bill passes as a strategic reserve. And yes, we are seeing over 12 states in the United States that published a bill to keep Bitcoin as a reserve asset. So this is extremely bullish guys. but ultimately 1.5 trillion. Franklin Templeton says we expect to see a strategic Bitcoin reserve added by several nations. So yes guys, this is going to be a race. Which nation is going to be next? I don't think it's going to be a question, are they going to make a Bitcoin reserve? The question is, who is going to be last? Because over on this chart guys, this is extremely interesting. Yes, the total supply of Bitcoin is capped at 21 million, and we can see that individuals, private entities are holding up to 69.4%. Estimated lost Bitcoin is around about 7.5 Bitcoin. ETFs and ETPs are around 6.1%. So institutional players, Satoshi holds 4.6% of the total supply. Businesses hold 4.4%. Governments 1.4%. Others 0.9%, and to be mined, only 5.7% are going to be mined within the next 140 years. And keep in mind, through the halvening cycle, where the rewards for the miners are going to cut in half, this means that each and every 4 years, the supply that is getting onto the market is being decreased. So ultimately guys, stack sats, because we could expect a major bull run. The 5 billion asset manager Bitwise reveals governments and corporations looking to buy Bitcoin. And if they want to buy Bitcoin, they must get it from individuals willing to sell. So this is exactly what I've been telling you guys within this major phase. All these major corporations, nations and states, they need a lot of selling pressure from all the weak hands to buy your Bitcoin exactly at these lows, where a lot of people are going to turn bearish and are going to sell the Bitcoin on the market. Because yes, ultimately all of these major corporations, they're going to buy your Bitcoin from all of these weak hands, and not just Bitcoin, your overall altcoins. Because ultimately guys, we can see the adoption of crypto when it comes to altcoins being Ondo, Chainlink, all these real world assets, and especially AI, which is going to be a major narrative within this bull cycle. So ultimately guys, this is extremely bullish, and if you're not going to see the writing on the wall, you're going to miss out on a major bull run, because the next picture is going to be important. Official altcoin ETF approval odds are out. Solana, Litecoin, Dogecoin and a shitcoin. Yes, the shitcoin is XRP, which has the lowest probability of 65% of being approved. So yes, this is going to happen every minute, and if we're going to see that a Solana, Litecoin or even Dogecoin ETF is going to be accepted, we could expect that the overall crypto market, not only these ETFs, are going to see a major push, because this is extremely bullish for the overall crypto market. And guys, shout out to Crypto Rover who posted this over on X, and this is exactly what I've been telling you. Don't come to me in 3 to 6 months saying that you didn't have enough time to accumulate at these low prices. The altcoin season will make a massive comeback, and this is ultimately what we could expect. And this is why I told you 4 days ago that the bottom is in. And if we're going to go over to Solana, yes, this was exactly the bottom, exactly at my worst case, which I already told you all the way down here. So it doesn't matter if the price movement goes up and down. Guys, accumulate in these major accumulation phases, even exactly here. And yes, the price movement could even come all the way back down to these lows for all these major corporations to get all of this buying pressure from all this selling pressure to buy Ethereum, Solana, Injective, Ondo. All these coins are going to see a major push towards the upside. Yes guys, now it's the time to accumulate, because everything moves as planned. The Bitcoin dominance has reached the key supply zone exactly at the levels of around about 60%, and if this has been the top, and if we're going to see the dominance come all the way back down, this means that the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart is going to turn around exactly here. And Ethereum being our leading indicator when it comes to altcoins, this means that a major altcoin season and a major shift in the market from Bitcoin into small cap coins is going to pump all of these coins. And yes guys, you're still getting on the weekly chart all of these major projects like Jupiter, Radium, AR, Link at a major discount. But if we're going to look at the charts of Bitcoin, we are still in this major accumulation phase, and this is the time where you want to accumulate or even open trades on all of these major projects, because we could expect this major breakout. And believe me, I think it is going to be sooner than later. So all you need to do is go down in the video description below, sign up to my free Telegram group, where you always keep up to date what is happening in the overall crypto market. And if you want to copy all of my trades, make sure to be signed up to my free Telegram group where you'll find all the information how to join my free signal group. But most importantly guys, make sure to be for crypto, smash up the like button and subscribe, stay bullish, and we see each other in the next video.